I read comics, baby.
We are Comicsgate.
Good morning, you wonderful people of YouTube. Thank you for viewing my handy dandy video where I will be complaining about indie comics. I am the ever-loving Lonnie Webb. Let me put that right there. See, today I'm sitting in my wife's uber comfy chair. Now, I'm not really supposed to sit in her uber comfy chair. And you can go look at throughcomic.com, which is where I do all of my comic related stuff. Here on YouTube, I'm coherent for about 5 minutes every week or less. Yes, this may be an or less. And since we're doing the YouTube dance, feeding that algorithm, please go like, share, and subscribe. Am I ever lugging mug? Ever lugging muff? Ever lugging muff? Yeah. Oh, no, that's probably a bad word. Yeah, at least it used to be. Anyways, I would appreciate it if you would go support Destiny Mountain Demon over on IndieGoGo. That helps me stay out of trouble with my wife. Yeah. See, my wife and the doctor who delivered me said the same thing. I'm going to cut you. Boink. Think. There. One Comics. Lonnie Webb. Throughcomic.com. There we go. Let's do this real quick. Boink. So the IndieGoGo that I supported this week and also got delivered. I mean, like that. It's in demand. The name of it is Death Shroud. It's got its problems, but they're simple, easy problems to fix. The editor did not tell the writer, stop it. Don't tell me. Show me. I'm leaving this up here because I want you to go support Death Shroud. It's a good comic. You back it, you're going to get a copy of it. It's in demand on IndieGoGo, IndieGoGo.com. Search up Death Shroud. It's beautiful artwork. On the artwork, I have one little complaint. I can't clearly see the characters. The Death Shroud character, I don't really get to see his face clearly in light. The other characters are difficult. The archetypes are missing. When I'm looking at a character, I want to see things that set them apart, that I can remember who's who. It's not bad. It can be improved, though. It's very Spawn-like. So if you liked Spawn, you're going to like this. It's an issue 1. It makes a lot of mistakes that first issue stories make. So cut it a little slack. Hopefully the writer will watch this video and make these changes in upcoming issues. So, Spawn, Star Trek. I'm trying to think of other great examples. When you write a story for an episodic adventure, you introduce one new idea. Being dead and being a Spawn-like hero is one idea. Dealing with heaven as an opposition force. I'm saying it that way to avoid giving away a big spoiler. That's one new idea. You need one idea per story. One new idea. Magic ray guns. Introduce one new idea. The magic ray gun. Introduce I'm dead and I'm a hero. One new idea per story. Now that's why Spawn took a year to tell a story at a pace that we all got to know Spawn, his hero-ness, his enemies. We got to know why he had guns and chains and a magic shroud, sorry about that, a cape that had a mind of its own. That was a whole issue. Death Shroud has made the mistake of giving us all those things at once and in a sentence. It doesn't tank issue number one. But for all those ideas that are initiated in issue one, the series should stop in the next issue, pick up one of those ideas and explore it. Let me see his face, mask, armor, whatever it is that's on his head. Let me see it. When it's all dark and shrouded, I don't get the sense of archetype. If all the demons look alike, I don't get a sense of archetype. If all the angels look alike, I don't get a sense of archetype. So that is advice for all indie writers. One idea per story. Unless you know it's a one-shot. If it's a one-shot, it's a one-shot. So, and that may be it. It may be that he didn't think that he was going in issue 2. I think he deserves an issue 2, an issue 4, 6, 10, however much he wants to tell. There's enough. I would get off the imitation Spawn kick fast. I think you've gone as far as you can go with that in Death Shroud, and I encourage people who like Spawn. Everybody likes Spawn. Come on. The art looks that good. The story can be that good. So everyone, please go back the next Death Shroud, kick in the $10 or whatever it is to get a copy. The artist sent it right to me the next day. Let's not talk about Death Shroud anymore. I've buttered his bread well enough. The next couple I got were all Kickstarters. And I think I'm seeing a difference in quality. The Comicsgate type of mindset over an IndieGoGo and the Kickstarter mindset. Let me check my notes here. Yes, that's just what I'm supposed to say. When you have no higher memory, I paid a lot of money for this comic. I know the names of the writers involved. There's a certain level of expectation. I expected a good quality story because I knew the writer. I expected, I didn't really know the penciler, but I expected decent pencils. The colorist I knew of, and I expected outstanding colors. I don't think I have ever heard the name of the editor before. So there are a couple of unknowns. And in the end, I think there were six, let's see, there I am, six people involved. And what I'm going to complain about, all six people saw. When you do an indie comics campaign, you have a couple of possible goals. One possible goal is it's your first campaign, you just want to try it. When I first started doing the one-man process with Kablam, and I talked to Jenny Gregory, I asked her to just print a comic for me. Terrible, terrible stuff. The pages were wrong, DPI was wrong, everything was wrong. But I needed to visually see what I was going to get so I could mentally adjust. And poor Jenny Gregory had to put up with that nonsense. And her husband tried to talk me out of it. I said, look, I'll give you the $10, whatever. I just need to see, go through at least one utter failure. My best campaigns were run by other people. I was helping them. When there are six people having a misspelling on every panel of every page of a comic book, this is a funny book, that's a huge, huge miss. If nothing else, there was a writer, a letterer, an editor, three people whose job it is to get the letters on the page. Three of them didn't notice they were spelling the words wrong. Now, I'm not talking about tricky E's and I's. The difference between there and there. Grammar mistakes. There are colloquialisms, and then there are written grammar mistakes. You can't have one every page. There's a difference when somebody in the Everglades of Florida speaks versus somebody in New York. There's going to be slang in both. There's going to be ways of speaking, patterns of speech. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting punctuation wrong, about word order, typing the same word twice, dropping a word out. These are basic things. And it kind of sticks in my craw that I paid a premium for that. So when somebody backs your comic, they're paying a premium, $10, for your 22-page comic. For $10, you should get them 30 pages of good pencils, good colors, good story, spelled correctly, spell check, grammar check. You should do that. You should get them 30 pages. Because a comic off the shelf, $3, $4, $5, $6, I'm not buying it. Yeah, there are a lot of comics I'm not buying. I'll buy back issues. Today's comics are not worth $6 a copy. Look at the price of a trade. Look at the price of what's on the shelf. And we got to put that in perspective. Small batch, I understand. $10. You're going to charge me $8 shipping on top of that. I need a little better. I need ace art. I need ace story. The comic I have in that I'm mentioning but not mentioning totally blew it. The story was marketed as a horror story, but the horror story that was marketed is told on a page in a handful of caption boxes, not even flashback. The whole horror story I wanted to read. And the story I got, that I received, was simply not the story that I backed. And I'm being nice here. I'm not complaining. When I talk about failings, they're either failings that can be fixed or they can't. And when I talk about give people more pages, I do not mean give me pictures of pencils. Don't show me your character sketches. I really don't care. When you and I go to the spinner to buy a comic book, we don't care about the steps of production. We don't care about the software. We don't care about the pencils. We don't care about your production problems. We don't care about any of the other diaries that you want to share. We want more story for the money. More pages. Give us a backup story if you have to. That's okay. I think that's fair enough. I've been mean long enough. Y'all go back some comics. Again, the one that I am encouraging you to go back is Death Shroud. You will see issues in a few panels in terms of written story, but you will recover from it and you will like it. Please go back, Destiny Mountain Demon, and it's in demand right now. I will get you a copy of it. I'm just trying to build up some a little more audience before I do issue 2. If you appreciate to any degree of what I've done here, please click like, share, and subscribe. Feed that YouTube algorithm. I am doing great on Bitchute and Rumble. Please like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube so that I can get into the algorithm a little bit better. I am the ever-loving Lonnie Webb. I'm on Twitter at Lonnie Webb. I'm at throughcomic.com. On Comics is the name of my channel. And in the description, you'll see all the rest of my contact information. Please reach out. Y'all be good to each other, and I shall definitely see you when I can. Thank you for watching this video to the end. See ya.